Hello, welcome to Miniature Muse. We last left off with the farmhouse looking a hot mess, and since then it still looks a hot mess, but I'm going to get closer. But I want to show you the random things I've been working on while I'm working on this house. And while I'm fixing the structure of the house, I've been thinking about some of the furniture that I want to put in the rooms, and I came across this bed that I fell in love with, and I think it's going to be perfect in the main bedroom, not in this particular color. As you can see next to Bryn, it is pretty short, but that's okay because it was just a test. So I'm going to adjust it and make it the right size, the right height and length, and then it's going to be perfect. Because I need to put the lights up before I actually put the flooring in, I started designing lights. So these are lights that I designed for the front deck. I wanted them to be modern and just a little bit different, so I didn't go with something basic and square. This is designed in 3 pieces, which is, I think, generally what I need to design all of them in if they're going to be simple. I am going to start with the black, but I may add a little bit of bronze or something to it. I'm not sure, but I do like the black. And then I was just playing around with these little magnetic turn-on lights that everybody is like raving about. I don't think I'm going to actually use these. I do plan on wiring the lights, but just to test out and see, about the light shining through, I decided to just kind of put one, not completely together, but show what it would look like. By the way, that pink piece of paper you see right there in the background is the wrong color wallpaper because I ran out of ink, but we'll get to that later. Not in this video. I had originally designed this light in white, and I just wanted to see what it looked like with the light on in it. I usually try to do a test print. I think it came out pretty good, but I'm still going to stick with the black. And since I was already thinking about the main bedroom and lights, I started working on lights for the bedroom. I wanted something modern and simple. So I made these little round lights that are in 3 different lengths so that they just wouldn't be all even. I thought that would look pretty good. I've seen lights. I'm always looking online to see what lights look like. So I have it in about 4 parts, well, I guess 5, but the lights are going to go into those large circles. The circles are going to go on top of the smaller circles. The smaller circles are for the wires to go thread through, and then to bring all the wires together in one place, there's yet another layer that all the wires need to go through together. It's got a lip on it because I wanted to make sure that the wires are hidden in there well, and that they have space to be in there. And I ended up having to drill it because I forgot to design the hole right in the middle when I designed everything else, but that's okay. I've got a drill that I like, so it worked. The one thing I have to worry about is that the lights don't have like the bulb on both sides. They technically only shine out one side, so I'm probably going to have to glue them back to back to get a better range of light in each of them. But you can see that I'm able to easily thread through the smaller hole, and they're not going to go anywhere. I'm thinking about it though, to keep them lower into the little tube, I might have to add an additional piece just to hold them in better. But I think it's gonna look okay. So let's put it together and see how good it looks together. It was at this point I realized that I needed to tape things down because I couldn't hold it all together by myself, and I couldn't also figure out how to put the battery on or hold the wires to the battery on both sides. See, that's not going well. So I do end up having to tape it down, but that's okay. In the end, as long as it works out, we've got success, right? It took a minute, but we've got light. Definitely need to glue the chips back to back to get better lighting and to put a piece in there to hold them in. But the lights are going to look good, I think. I might have to add additional ones. I don't think this is going to brighten up the room all by itself. So in order to fix the front of the house that's delayed my progress, I have created this little master sheet of measurements, which I just realized I did not measure this way or that way. So I've got to go do that real quick. I did that over here like I was supposed to. But I'm going to create templates for the front so that I can use the sizing and make sure the sizing is correct to go ahead and then program this into Inkscape. Then I can cut the wood. I don't want to waste the wood because it's too expensive to do that, but poster board paper is not too expensive. So if I use this as a template first, I will be able to check my measurements and make sure they are absolutely perfect before I then use the wood, and I should have a perfect cut. I cut the template out for every piece of this at least twice. I got it wrong the first time, made adjustments, then got it right the second time. That's why I used poster board. So I decided it's time, before I cut the floors, or I'm still going to be working on the floors, to figure out where to put the lights. So right here, instead of putting side lights, I wanted to put just one light over the door, a light right here, a light right here at the corner that I've measured out to be along the same length away from the wall because I want them straight. And then I have two more spots. You can see down here, one, and then one down there that I'm going to put lights on. So I've printed 6 lights that I designed, but I really wanted to just do 5 because I wanted them spaced out, not too tight together. And I knew I wanted one right here on the corner. So all the templates are up. It's time for me to start designing and then getting the wood cut. I'll do it one piece at a time just to make sure I double check all the measurements, but I think we are good to go. I have everything written down and we will finally get some progress going. I've also thought about cutting the wood because I want to strengthen this, and I have the wood pieces that I need to create the posts for this. I want them to be slightly decorative but not too ornate. So hopefully I will have that done shortly, and then we will also think about the trim, the piece that I need to put together to hide the wires over here and to put the switches. And of course I realized this piece right here needs to be covered. I don't want to take it off because it connects the pieces together. So I'm either going to put I'm going to put some type of piece of furniture or something on top of this. I was thinking a chair, which I already designed in Tinkercad, but before I print it, I don't know if I'm going to print it. I thought about maybe just cutting it out in wood, but I wanted to make sure that it looks like it makes sense sitting here. I thought about putting a thin wall up, like a glass wall or something like that here, a transparent wall, or some type of flower pot that would go over top of this. There's still room to walk around here. I checked, I put Bryn on here and made sure she can walk through here because I didn't want it to look silly. But I will figure it out, and I've got to figure it out quickly as I run the wires. And I think I'm going to run whatever this piece is or maybe over here on the side, whatever I decide to put here. I don't want to run the wires from this side way over there. There's no need for me to do that. So I'm going to either use whatever I put here to put the wires in here, or to run the wires back to a piece over here, which may be some kind of little storage desk or just a little small chair or ottoman or something like that. I don't need to run 20 feet of wire that far for no reason. So yeah, that's where we are. Thank you so much for stopping by. We'll see you next week, hopefully with some cut wood and way more progress. And thank you for stopping by Miniature Muse.